Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night. That vote playing out on Capitol Hill on that embattled Congresswoman, and we'll go live to the Hill in just a moment here. But we're going to begin tonight with the other breaking news just as we come on. Johnson & Johnson just moments ago requesting emergency use authorization for their single-shot vaccine. And you'll remember our reporting right here that this would be significant because it's a single dose only, 85% effective at preventing severe symptoms, and they say 100% effective at preventing hospitalizations and death. The U.S. now with more than 455,000 American lives lost, the country averaging more than 3,300 deaths per day. This potential new weapon could help get the vaccines out more quickly, not only because it would be the third vaccine, but obviously because this only requires one shot. And even with the encouraging news tonight that the U.S. infection rate is dropping, authorities remain concerned about what could happen when the UK variant could become the dominant strain here in the U.S. in weeks. And of course, concern over other variants as well. The head of the CDC now saying that they have increased the sequencing. That's what the scientists need to do to track the mutations, the variants here in the U.S. The hope is, of course, to get enough Americans vaccinated to halt or significantly slow down these variants. It remains a race against time tonight, and the late news on this newest weapon, ABC's Whit Johnson leading us off.
A third vaccine on the verge of joining America's arsenal. Tonight, Johnson & Johnson applying for emergency use authorization for its single-dose vaccine. Just one shot shown to be 100% effective at preventing hospitalizations and deaths. The race to vaccinate now also a race against new COVID variants.
We have to get a lot of people, especially high-risk elderly people, vaccinated before these variants take hold. That's going to happen over the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Today, in a new study in the UK, some participants will be given one dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine, and then weeks later, a different vaccine from Pfizer to test the effectiveness of mixing vaccines. But for now, U.S. health officials still urging people to stick with the recommended doses and timeline.
That it is okay if you get the second dose in either 4 to 6 weeks later. That doesn't mean that we want to do it at 6 weeks later. It means that under special circumstances, it's better to delay that couple of weeks than not do it at all.
Carol worked the phones for hours to schedule her second dose.
So finally getting your second dose, it must be quite a relief.
Yes, it's like the golden ticket in Willy Wonka.
This mass vaccination site in Jones Beach, New York is still getting back up and running after that huge snowstorm. You can see the line of cars stretching down the parkway, more than 1,500 appointments scheduled for today alone.
And tomorrow, famed Yankees Stadium opening its gates to vaccinate thousands as New York State ramps up efforts to reach underserved communities.
COVID is killing black and brown people at a rate of 3 times. It is killing other people.
Our Kenneth Moten is in the Bronx.
You guys are literally knocking on the doors of the people and then getting them to come here, bringing the vaccine to them.
We knocked on easily probably 500 to 600 doors, signed up 100, 150 people, literally at the doors.
The state also opening up 35 pop-up vaccination sites. At this one, open for just 2 days, 500 time slots, all booked.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to have a fighting chance, especially with the variants.
All right, so let's get to Whit Johnson with us again tonight. He's at Yankee Stadium tonight, soon to be a mass vaccination site. That's some good news. And Whit, we're getting a clearer picture at this hour of when this Johnson & Johnson single-shot vaccine could get a green light and then could be shipped out. So give us the bottom line here.
David, the next step here is for this vaccine to be reviewed by the FDA and an independent advisory board. That could take a few weeks, but we do expect authorization with shots going into arms by the end of the month or early March. And Johnson & Johnson is hoping to start shipping out doses reaching 100 million by summer. David?
Whit Johnson with the late reporting tonight as we begin with thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.